BTS Jin faces backlash over private video. What happened behind closed doors? It was supposed to be a simple moment, a private video meant to connect with fans, a glimpse into the life of one of the biggest pop stars in the world. But what began as an innocent, heartfelt gesture from BTS's Jin quickly spiraled into something darker, something unexpected, something that no one could have predicted. If you're a fan of BTS or K-pop, you know how important every single interaction, every post, and every video is. The ARMY, as they call themselves, is one of the most passionate fan bases on the planet. They celebrate every achievement, every personal milestone, and every moment their idols share with the world. But sometimes, that love and adoration can turn into something much more intense, much more critical, and that's exactly what happened when Jin shared this now infamous private video. The clip started off innocently enough: Jin, casually dressed, laughing and chatting with friends. It was a light-hearted moment, a piece of his life behind the scenes. His fans, ever so eager to know what their favorite star is up to when he's not on stage, were quick to flood the comment section with heart emojis and messages of support. But then, something shifted. As the video continued, some fans began to notice certain details. Jin's expression seemed off, almost like he was hiding something. And while some brushed it off, others began to speculate. The casual vibe of the video quickly morphed into an uncomfortable atmosphere as comments began to surface questioning Jin's intentions. Why is he acting so different? Is something going on behind the scenes? One comment read. Another fan wondered aloud. This doesn't look like the Jin we know. What's wrong? But the real backlash began when people started pointing out what they perceived as unflattering moments in the video. Was Jin being dismissive of the people around him? Was he annoyed by the questions people were asking him? Why was he wearing sunglasses indoors? These small details, which might have been overlooked in any other context, became fuel for a firestorm of criticism. It wasn't long before the video, which was meant to be a light-hearted window into Jin's world, turned into a battleground. But then came the twist, the revelation that no one saw coming. Amid the growing controversy, a hidden layer to the story emerged. As the dust settled and more fans weighed in, it became clear that the video had been shared with good intentions, a moment of vulnerability from Jin. The reality was that, behind closed doors, Jin had been struggling with something that few knew about. A personal battle, one that he wasn't ready to fully reveal to the public. His demeanor in the video, the way he seemed distant and distracted, wasn't a sign of arrogance or disdain. It was a glimpse into his emotional exhaustion, his need for space and understanding. When this truth came to light, it was like a sudden shift in perspective. Fans who had initially criticized Jin for what they thought was bad behavior now felt a deep sense of guilt. The harsh words they had thrown his way suddenly seemed misplaced, as they began to see him not as the superstar Jin, but as the person behind the fame, someone who had emotions, vulnerabilities, and struggles just like anyone else. But even though this revelation changed the tone of the conversation, it didn't erase the impact of the backlash. In fact, it brought to the forefront the harsh reality of being a public figure, especially one in a group as beloved and scrutinized as BTS. Every move is watched, every word is dissected, and every gesture is interpreted in ways that sometimes spiral out of control. This is a constant pressure that even the most seasoned idols face, but for someone like Jin, who has always been seen as the gentle and charismatic older brother of BTS, the criticism hit harder than anyone expected. At this point, the story took on a more personal angle. The question everyone was left asking was, how can we, as fans, show more empathy towards our idols? Are we sometimes too quick to judge them based on what we see in fleeting moments, without considering the full picture? In Jin's case, the harsh criticism came from a place of misunderstanding, but it also raised important questions about how we interact with celebrities, how we view them, and how we sometimes forget that they are human beings first. Jin, in his usual humble fashion, addressed the situation with grace. He took to social media to clarify his intentions behind the video, acknowledging his own struggles and thanking his fans for their support. In his message, he spoke openly about the pressures of being in the public eye and how sometimes, even those who appear the happiest need time to recharge and reflect. His words resonated with fans. It became clear that this incident, while painful, was also a moment for growth, both for Gene and his supporters. It was a reminder that idols, like anyone else, are not immune to the complexities of life. They too face moments of doubt, fatigue, and frustration. And they too need the understanding and support of those who care about them. Now, as we look back on the controversy, the backlash over Jin's private video feels less about the video itself and more about the deeper issues it revealed. It's a reminder that the relationship between celebrities and fans is a complicated one, filled with both admiration and, at times, unwarranted criticism. But it also highlights the power of empathy, the importance of seeing the whole person, not just the public persona. So, what can we learn from this? For fans, it's a chance to be more thoughtful in how we interact with the stars we admire. For idols like Jin, it's a lesson in the strength it takes to remain authentic, even in the face of overwhelming pressure. And for everyone watching, it's an opportunity to reflect on the way we treat others, whether they're celebrities or everyday people, because we never truly know the struggles they're facing behind closed doors. As this story unfolds, one thing is certain. BTS and Jin in particular have shown us that even in the most difficult moments, there's always room for understanding, growth, and connection. If you found this story thought-provoking, don't forget to like and share this video. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about the way we treat celebrities and idols? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more stories like this one.